Hey coaches, my name is Wendy Earlbeck and I'm a sports nutritionist with Milk Means More. And I'm here today to talk to you about how nutrition can play a key role in your athlete's performance. Nutrition can make a great athlete good or a good athlete great. Nutrition can help produce great energy levels. It can fight off fatigue. It can support cognition, concentration. It can even reduce risk of injury. That's why nutrition is so important. It supports overall performance and energy. The performance plate is something that you should introduce to your athletes if you haven't already. The performance plate consists of protein, which will help support strong muscle growth, whole grains in the form of carbohydrates, which fuel muscle and brain for energy, and fruits and vegetables along with a serving of dairy. And oftentimes I'm asked, what is the best meal to have before a game? It's important to know, coaches, that there is no magic meal. There's no special meal that is going to bolster your athlete's performance. It's going back to the basics with that plate model. And it's really important not to try anything new on game day. Again, making sure your athletes eat breakfast. Starting that day off with breakfast is going to help set the tone for energy throughout the day. So if your athletes have a lot of questions, refer them back to the plate and making sure that they're sticking to that consistently. It should be consumed 3 times per day. Another thing that's really important for performance coaches is hydration. It's really important to encourage your athletes to consume milk at meals and water in between to support hydration. Did you know that as little as 2% dehydration can impair their performance? So encourage them to have milk at meals and water in between. Another thing, and I know that you're drinking them, so I really want you to listen up. Energy drinks, they should not be consumed for energy. We get our energy in the form of calories, which come from food. So again, going back to the basics with that performance plate, that's where we're going to get our energy that's going to drive performance. So stop drinking those things. Don't bring them into the practice gym. Leave them at home. Do not drink them in front of your athletes. You're truly setting the tone, and you are the role model for them. So you really want to set a good example. Too much caffeine from them can raise blood pressure, and it can negatively affect sleep, which can increase risk for injury, and it's going to drive down their performance. So again, energy comes from food, not from energy drinks. And lastly, recovery nutrition. It's a huge part of sports nutrition and it's often a missed opportunity. So coaches, I really encourage you to make sure that your athletes get protein and carbohydrates within 30 minutes of activity. And you can find this in chocolate milk. Chocolate milk also offers electrolytes to help rehydrate your athletes. So the protein and carbohydrates are going to help them refuel, and then also the electrolytes for rehydrating them. That's why it is nature's sports drink. And I encourage you to encourage your athletes to choose chocolate milk after games and practices. In summary, I really encourage you to talk to your athletes about nutrition. I want you to feel empowered today. I want you to take home these tips and make sure that they are eating 3 meals per day. They're choosing breakfast. They're having that performance plate be the basis of their meals. And that's really going to help drive their performance, and that's going to help them have better games, and they're going to be more successful. Thank you so much for your time today, coaches, and if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'm available to come out and talk with your team or even yourself about nutrition and how that can support your athlete's performance.
All athletes strive to perform at their peak, and meeting that goal means putting in extra hours on the trail, in the gym, or on the court. It also means refueling after a tough workout. Chocolate milk has carbohydrates and protein to rebuild muscles, plus electrolytes to replenish your body. And with no additives, chocolate milk is nature's sports drink. So after your next training session, reach for the natural choice to help you meet your performance goals. Chocolate milk, the unofficial recovery beverage of athletes everywhere.